I am wearing a lot of makeup. Literally all of my jewelry is filled with hidden makeup. I'm gonna do a little show and tell, starting with these 1920s Marlowe bracelets. You would never know that there was something inside here. It is a Bakelite bracelet with a metal cover. When you take off the cover, you have lip balm, you have a mirror, you have blush. There's even powder puffs inside a powder. I've seen a few of these online and they come in different colors. Marlowe, M-A-R-L-O-W-E, you can still find them, but I personally would not buy them unless they have all of the pieces and are in mint condition, because there are a lot of sellers out there who are hiking up the prices for very low quality versions of vintage makeup. So please watch out for that. This bracelet was made by Albert Flamand of France, and it was from the 1930s, and it was used to promote the movie Zuzu for Josephine Baker. I have seen boxes of this come up for auction and I have tried bidding on them, but the last one went for like $7,000 and the bracelet wasn't even mint inside. But I do see these come up on Etsy and eBay. Again, try to look for mint condition, but you can still find these. They're just really pricey. So I have a lot of Flamand bracelets. This one's really cool because on this side is a lipstick, and on this side you would have your eyeliner slash eyebrow slash eyeshadow. The powder puff is still inside and it is made of swan's down. So that is our 1930s Flamand bracelet. How about this ring? So these are also from the 1920s, and the way that this is designed, open this piece here, and then you have what you would put on a ribbon. You would have your bracelet, but you could also wear it as a ring. That is so cute. There used to be a little bit of lip rouge, but she unfortunately has been used and loved. This is made of Bakelite. This is actually a fan, and I believe this is Victorian era. Again, hidden, because you didn't want anybody to know you were wearing makeup, especially in the Victorian era. Underneath this, you would be able to put your powder and a powder puff, and of course you have your little mirror. You press this button. Isn't that amazing? It's like Nimya from the 1900s. So cute. This ring cracks me up because it actually is made to look like a watch. It definitely doesn't work. It's just like a little piece of paper inside. It's the same as the other where you would open it and you would wear it on a ribbon. So it really would look like a watch. This one is actually quite full. I wonder if the formula still works. Oh, yes. Let's see what it looks like. Do a little swatch. Ooh, that's pretty. Very deceiving because it does not work. It's literally a piece of paper inside. The necklace I'm wearing is also a compact. This one is enamel and it looks to be a bit older than 1920s. Almost feels like this could be Victorian. You would not know. Inside of this would be your mirror and your powder puff. And whoever had this definitely used it and loved it. This giant pin is actually a hat pin, and I believe this would have been from the Edwardian era. Looks like Cupid or a cherub. Oh, it's a cherub holding a bow and arrow. Inside here is your mirror and of course your powder puff. So you would fill your loose powder inside of this, but imagine that, holding your hat. Would no one know? It really does look like a compact though. Isn't that spectacular? I love hidden makeup. Do a few more Flamand bracelets. I have shown this in my first video when I did my beauty studio tour, so some of you may have seen these, but I just think they're so special. I just love the concept of something really beautiful holding your powder. This one doesn't have a puff. I mean, how stunning is that? Not only is it makeup, but it's beautiful jewelry. Like, it just looks so cool. This one has a crest on it, and you see the swan's down puff inside in the mirror. I didn't even notice this. There's actually a baby's photo inside of this one. How cute is that? So it doesn't always have to be makeup. It could have been like a locket. Love that. So I have another one like the first one where you have the eyeliner and of course the lipstick again. This one is a different color. This beauty, more like a butterscotch color. No powder puff in this one, but I love the shape of this one. Oh my God, I love that. I would wear these out, but I can't. Bakelite is so fragile. It will break very easily. So they will stay in storage and one day be back on display. I see this one the most online. I see it on Etsy and eBay. I even have two of them. Usually it doesn't go for too much. I mean, now lately people are hiking up those prices. But of course, if you have the powder puff inside, I can barely see myself. Oh, there's feathers on my face. Bad idea. When you love to have a bracelet though that you could just touch up with, even at the dinner table, like slyly, just, oh, I love that. This is from a comic strip called Winnie Winkle. Twist, and inside here you would have your rouge. And inside of this is actually a lamb's wool powder brush. What about my earrings? Aren't those fabulous? They're not actually makeup, but they are shaped like little Chanel compacts. I believe these are from the 80s. They are literally clip-ons, but I love these. I don't honestly know anything about this one other than it looks like a spider. Super intricate and it's very strong, and I don't know what date it's from, but it is perfect for Halloween, so I kind of bought it for that, to do a cute little Halloween video. Now this Larage, I love this intricate, looking like it's actually telling the time, but it is not, because inside is a compact, of course. So it seems this would have come out in the 1940s. I have a few compacts from this particular brand. Actually, you can see their name right in here. I just found this one really dainty on a ribbon. I love this little clasp in the back, but it is just so tiny, almost the size of my nail. This bracelet I think is one of the most fabulous pieces in my entire collection. There's not a lot known about it. I believe 1920s, Art Deco, and possibly from Germany. But it is so intricate. It is an entire vanity in this small little bracelet. Let me show you. Inside this compartment is a tiny little eyeliner. It's so little. This could work for the eyebrows or an eyeliner, but like how? It is smaller than my beauty mark. On this side, we have a nail file or a knife if you just wanted to really scratch somebody and that's it, because it's intensely tiny. Like, how could you even file a nail? I don't know. Inside this compartment, you have a fully unused but looking pretty corroded lipstick. From this latch here, you have your powder. The puff is gone, and you have the lip rouge in here, which could definitely double as a cheek rouge, especially since you already have the lipstick inside. And your comb is hiding right in here. Isn't that amazing? You could almost make a Marcel wave with this, I just realized. Let's move on to something that is a little bit more recent. I believe this one is from possibly the 80s, maybe even the 70s. This one looks like it's made of wood, but it's just, oh my God, it's so beautifully detailed. I probably could actually wear this one today because it's not super fragile, but inside you actually have bronzer and you have a little bronzing brush that goes with it. I believe this is from actually the 2000s, and you can actually find these on eBay sometimes from Dior. This one I don't really see often, but this would have been worn like a choker. Isn't that fabulous? I don't know why they don't come back out with this. I mean, it was probably pretty expensive for its time, but inside looks like a highlighter. This is the Royal Turquoise Dior Princess Ring, and you can find these online. As a matter of fact, I think there is one on eBay right now. I need to find out what year this came out, but again, I think it's 2000s. Okay, first off, it's ginormous and it doesn't actually fit on my finger. I'm like have it on the middle finger, but could also wear it like a keychain, quite large. So inside is actually eye luminizer. I thought it was lip balm. I think I'd prefer if it was lip balm. I would love a ring like this filled with lip balm. I've shown you a lot of jewelry, but I have some really weird little pieces that again are hidden makeup. In the 1920s, your sweetheart might give you as a gift a Shuko monkey. The Shuko monkeys come in many colors and they're just these cute little toys. They also made little bears. So finally found one with a box and found out it is actually called Miss Whoopie Vanity. Miss Whoopie. So you would just take off the head and open up the body. You'd have your mirror, your powder puff, and of course your powder. And as you can see, this is how big the powder puff is. It would take you a minute to get the whole face. You know, it's very funny because Shuko was really known for making toys. So the fact that they made this little vanity in this hidden toy, it's pretty clear that this was marketed probably to teenagers, young girls who were starting to wear makeup. Now, I don't know that these are meant to be intentionally hidden because I believe they're both from France, and I think with the Marie Antoinette days, it was not such a big deal to wear makeup, but I think they just made containers really intricate. So in here, this is called a pli. Inside, you'd pull this out and you would have your powder puff, clearly made of swan's down. Push the button, pop it right back in. There you go. Okay, and the other pli. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there she is. Isn't that amazing? It is so beautiful. You have to admit it is beautiful. And luckily does not exist today to make swan's down puffs, but of course you can still find them. Oops. This one looks like just a little typical mirror. Not only is there, of course, the mirror and you have the powder puff inside. Oh, I think I have to sneeze from the feathers. But there really is something special inside of this besides the powder puff in the mirror. Inside the bottom is a tiny little lip liner. What's so amazing about this is just how beautifully detailed this is, but how tiny this piece is. While this looks like a sewing kit, I'll take off the top. Of course, you have your thimble, and inside you have your thread. But on the bottom, of course, we have our hidden powder puff, and inside you would have your powder. Clearly this one is from the Victorian era. You would never ever know that there was makeup inside. This one is bizarre to me. I don't think that this was ever made because inside it says patent pending. What I love about it is just the things that come out of it. So when you pull this drawer open here, you have a tiny little perfume bottle. You have lipstick. Looks like in here you would have your powder stored. Some more necklaces, but I don't actually have these charms on a necklace. These would probably have been from France during Marie Antoinette's time. As far as I know, perhaps this could have gone into the Victorian era because what these would have held is your mouche. And your mouche, of course, is your beauty mark. Now these would have mastic on the back so you could just lick, stick. Just to make sure that all your mouche held up for the entire night, you'd put them inside of your locket, open that up, and here would be your mouche inside. I believe she actually has diamonds for eyes. Open her up, and she would also hold mouche. So I thought this was quite beautiful. It's also a charm for a necklace. When you open up the bottom, you would have your lipstick inside. This one is utterly bizarre. I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and close your ears right now. I'm not gonna try to take out the lipsticks because this is so fragile and they really are hard to remove, but you'd have two lipsticks on each side. Hokey Pokey Pink and the other one is Indiscreet. You might have seen this in one of my shorts, but it looks like a lighter. When you open the top, you have your lipstick inside, but that's not all. But on this side, you would have your rouge and your powder. This one's a little more recent, and I feel like this could easily be made today. This is from Estee Lauder, and it looks like a stopwatch. Push down, open, and there you have your compact inside. And you can see the Estee Lauder puff. But yeah, I feel like this could easily be made nowadays. Who would not want a little compact on a necklace? And I love how simple it is too. Just amazing. I wish these earrings were real. These are Jean Paul Gaultier. I want to say they might be from the 80s, but little mirror. I actually do wish it was real, that I could just take off my earring and reapply my lipstick. These are so cute. And I have seen the necklace online. There is a matching necklace. The last two pieces I'm going to show you are actually modern. You can buy them today. They are both perfume. Let's start with my personal favorite fragrance of all times, Fall Into Stars by Strangelove. This is an oud fragrance, and oud is not for everyone. I collect a lot of fragrances too, vintage and modern. So if you like oud fragrances, definitely check them out. It's quite pricey, but oud is one of the most expensive ingredients in the entire perfume world. Back to what this is, the necklace pendant. This is so beautiful. And of course, you really could put any fragrance you want in there, but I absolutely have to have my favorite Fall Into Stars. Let me just show you the little rose rose on the top. I mean, it's really beautiful and it's simple. It's just fabulous. Okay, on to our final piece. So this necklace was made by Lulu Frost. You can buy the necklace and you can put as many charms on it as you want, just one. I'm going to replace the E with something else. Obviously you could put this on any necklace, but this is actually a perfume bottle. You take off the lid and inside you have the dauber of perfume. So you can just put in any scent that you want to touch up with. It does kind of remind me of Cruel Intentions. Has anybody ever seen that movie? I really hope you enjoy that. I love collecting these vintage pieces, these beauties from the past, sharing with you my love of collecting vintage makeup, of course. You may have noticed I have a new background. I have recently moved my office. I still have a bit more to do, so I have not been able to film. I really like chatting with you guys in the comments and engaging, and thank you just for being here, and sorry that you had to wait so long for another video because I really like making these for you. So with that said, I really hope I see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.